Hello, boys and girls. This is the Shameless Reroll coming at you live for his first ever YouTube video. I'm a noob at video editing, so we'll get better as we go along. The first few may suck, the next few may suck, but we'll get it right eventually. I'm going to do my first video on reverse side scraping. Now, most of you know what side scraping is. It's a pretty basic concept. You'll see it here in just a minute when I get up here to my position on the heavy side of Mine Ruins. Wow, couldn't think of the map name for a second. Mine Ruins here. I'm in an IS, and my good mate Killer K9 is in the LTTB, doing good things over there on the flank. Now, the basic premise of side scraping is to go up to a wall or any impenetrable object, and we'll let my noob self get that shot on the nameless first, and then we'll show you. So you're going to put your whole, you're going to basically ram it into a wall, then you're going to back up, keeping your sides at a parallel angle to the wall, and you can see they'll bounce you every time, because when you have any kind of decent side armor and you put it at that extreme of an angle, you will get bounces. But you've seen how far I had to pull back to get shots. So I started doing something called reverse side scraping, and this isn't a very popular technique, and I don't think it's because it's not a good technique, it's just that most people don't know about it. Basically, you're doing the same as side scraping, you're just turning your tank around when you have a front mounted turret like the IS, IS-5, IS-6, etc, etc, etc. There's very, very, very many tanks that have forward mounted turrets. That is, the turret is on the front, as close to the front as you can get of the tank. That's the ideal time when you want to reverse side scrape. If you have a mid-mounted turret or a rear-mounted turret, then a normal side scrape position would do the job just fine. But here you see how much easier it is for me to get shots, reverse side scraping, and I get so many bounces in this game. You will get bounces galore, because people would look at you and they're like, he's turned backwards. Wow, I can shoot him. It throws people for a loop because they don't see it very often. And I mean, you can watch the little gray counter in the on the left side of the screen. That's the damage blocked, and it just keeps ticking up, and the damage done keeps ticking up too, because you can still get shots like this. If I was turned around, I could still block all this damage, but I wouldn't be getting any shots in, and every shot that comes and hits me is a shot that could be going into my teammates. So this is your job in a heavy tank. You want to be out there, you want to be taking shots, and this is one of the best ways to do it when you have a tank with a forward mounted turret. Here, look, 160. And then I think the Cromwell and some other tanks, the 12T, I'm just going to keep bouncing them. It's hilarious. And it feels really, really good to bounce shots like that. So I have another game on, what is it, Winter Malinovka, I believe, where you can see it again in the IS-5. It's another tank. It has the forward mounted turret. Again, there's a spot where I could have side scraped, and I probably could have done okay, but you don't get near as many shots off in a tank with a forward mounted turret as you could reverse side scraping. And here the battle's pretty much over. I mean, this is all she wrote right here. We're just gonna push in and clean up. And I mean, we've blocked 2k damage. We've done, I think we end up doing like just a tad over 3k damage to the enemy. And all in all, we were in a very effective position to help our team. There's me noobing out a little bit and ramming into Killer. But yeah, and it's just something that I don't see done often enough. It would help people's win rate if they knew tricks, just little tidbits like this that would help them. Yeah, here we go. We did 3k damage. Oh yeah, here we go. We did top damage. Most of those shots that said were pinned were actually track shots. We blocked a lot of damage. We helped the team. We helped the team win. Here is the IS-5 on Winter Malinovka. You can see it again, forward mounted turret. That's on the very front of the tank. Now the IS-5 has a very strong pike nose, but against tanks, like you can see, they have a IS-6, T-34, VK-100. You don't want to just sit out there and let them take shots, because they will pin you. So what I did instead is, I mean, people call you noob, people say what are you doing, but as long as it works for you. Look, okay, there's the basic premise right here. You can see it a little better on this one. You're gonna pull well, that was a lucky shot all day for that WZ 120. It shouldn't have went in, it went in. It is what it is. RNG doesn't always favor you. So here you can see that basic premise once again. You want to keep your sides parallel to that obstacle. You want to keep it in line. The general principle is to keep it at about a 15-degree angle, your sides. But if you have heavily armored sides like the IS-15, wow, IS-5, you can get a little bit of a steeper angle on that and still be okay. It's called over-angling. And tanks like the KV-4, the KV-3, tanks with really crazy side armor are really good at that. But you don't have to have crazy side armor as long as you keep your angles right. And I mean, here you can see again, I'm just going to get bounces. There it is. Force it. That gun has good pin right there. But there's just no way. It's an auto bounce for him. And you can see how easy it is for me to get shots like this. It basically makes my tank into having a rear mounted turret, even though I don't. It's just more people need to do this. It'll help their win rate. It'll help your gameplay. And I mean, I make mistakes in this battle, but I held the line here. The heavies couldn't push, and our team does end up getting wrecked, but we do win this because I have another good platoon mate. Shout out to C. Dundee, also from Clear. Both of these platoon mates in these games were from Clear, and they carry my butt quite a bit. They carry me. They carry this noob. I make a mistake. I'm bad about watching the minimap. That's another thing. Everyone has something they can improve on. Besides some people who are just, you know, they're the ones that go to Twister Cup, the ones who don't have anything to improve. But I don't watch the minimap enough, and that's one of my favorite. Look at that waffle tractor. See, he's trying to shoot me, and I'm not exposed enough for him to get a shot in. There's the IS-6 bouncing me. I'm just showing leg, pulling shots. Putting in effective fire. There's a T-34. He has what, 248, I want to say, odd millimeters of pin. He has crazy pin, and but he's just not gonna pin me. It's the sides. The sides are angled right, and it's just on auto bounce. There's no going through it. Here in a little bit, I finally realized that I should be pushing around. We end up winning the game. That's that, and that's reverse sidescraping. I hope that helped some of you guys. I hope it enlightened you a little bit, and maybe you could try it out. Give me some comments, or tell me how you did in the comments section. Tell me something I can do to improve my videos. This is, like I said, my first video, so the quality's probably gonna suck a little bit. It's okay, I think, but just give me anybody who has experience or just has some suggestions for improvement. Feel free to leave your comment in the box below. Subscribe, hit that like button. If you could do me a big favor and share this video with anyone you know, post it on Discord or wherever. It'd be a huge favor to me. This is just a hobby. I'm just starting up, so it's not a huge deal if I don't get a ton of subscribers and stuff. But I just like to help out some people who maybe don't know about little tips and tricks you can use to help improve your win rate and help improve your gameplay on here. So yeah, this is the Shameless Reroll making his first YouTube vid. It's pretty exciting. Yeah, here we finally realized that we could have been moving this whole time and flanking while C. Dundee held that top up there in the IS-3 defender. And this T-49, he's so salty. Bunch of noobs. I just have to say this: if you die, just quit. Don't be toxic about it. Just go to the garage if you can't handle watching your team fail. I mean, it's gonna happen. And people who say that wargaming gets paid to rig battles and all the super unicums pay to win, it's not true. The game is balanced. If you want to pay for a good tank, that's your business. And people who pay for things in this game, they're just keeping the game going. You should be grateful to them for making the game free for you. Here you see that C. Dundee, the T-34 is pushing up to clear him. We get a nice shot on the side of his turret, save his bacon. He's still holding up there. They're focused on him. The waffle tractor is going to try to come around and clear him in a minute. I'm going to eat a nice HE shell from him for his efforts. Here he comes. See, Dundee's he's wise. He knows what he's doing. There he goes. 522. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And I'm just gonna push around here and finish. Just mop up. And there's this IS6. I don't know if he's at AFK, but look at the T49. FFS. Noob. Salty. Toxic. But yeah, there it is. Reverse side scraping in a nutshell. I hope that helps somebody. And leave a comment, like, subscribe. Thank you very much.